Umiiyak ako, hindi ko tinutuloy. So sabi ko kay Joy, hindi ko isusulat, bahala na bukas.
Anong pinaka-excited ka about for tomorrow?
Yung honeymoon. Hindi, joke lang. Joke lang. Kasama yun, pero hindi yun. Yung that moment with her and God, and that I get to declare and renew my vows to her. This time, make it come from the heart. Knowing that it's from the heart. That's the most exciting part for me. Ni-imagine ko na ngayon magwa-walk siya, tapos sawa ko, kami sa gitna. And then I will, yun.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
I guess we are celebrating our union with God. It's not just me and Him, but it's Gian, God, and me. God in the center. So that's what we're celebrating tomorrow. And that will always be the case until He calls us home. And that's 60 years from now. I think I've said this a few times, I don't know, in my Instagram posts or to a few people. But as a little girl, I've always prayed to have a complete family. And that's what God gave me. Diba, I told you that?
I vow to never take you for granted, to never take this love for granted, that this love that we share with God at the center. To put God first. I vow to put God first in our marriage and our family as we grow in faith and in love with God and with one another. And to cherish every single moment I spend with you.
Wherever you go, I will go. Wherever you stay, I will stay. You're stuck with me, babe. You're my perfect match. You tell me so many times that when you hold my hand and you kiss my neck, it feels like the perfect fit. I agree. It does. It does. And I look forward to holding your hand till we're old and wrinkly, and keep kissing my neck too, okay?
Nung una ko siya nakita, sinabi ko talaga, Lord, ito yung gusto kong pakasalan. Yun talaga eh.
So, it started when our love story started in college. So we met, and I'm from Cebu, so a provinciana girl came to Manila, came to a new place. He was my stalker. So,
Super stalker. No?
as in super stalker.
He
didn't say that.
No, he termed it, I was persistent.
Yeah, the better word for it is persistent. He was persistent, but he was my stalker. So, how did it start? Parang one day, he saw me talking to his classmate. And apparently, that classmate of his is also from Cebu. So, when he saw me or when he spotted me speaking to his friend, nilapitan daw niya yung friend niya, sabi niya, can I get her number? Tapos, or sino yan? Pwede mo magpakilala. So, syempre, my friend asked me, like, uy, somebody wants to get your number. Sabi ko, wag mo na ibigay, I don't like. Well, I don't know how, but he eventually got my number. And he told me, kinuha daw niya yung number from my friend's phone. Yeah, my friend's phone. I don't know how true it is, but that's what he said. Long story short, somebody was texting me and telling me, hi, introducing himself, hi, I'm Gian, very complete pa. I am Giancarlo Jose Gamboa Sotto. Sabi ko, what? Ang taas naman ng pangalan nito.
Alam ko, kunin ko lang yung number, mahihirapan na ako eh. Paano pa kaya? Yun yung nasa, ano ko talaga. I was thinking about that the whole time. And so when she finally, nung first time na mga tinetext ko siya or hindi nagre-reply or magre-reply siya, no. Kaya, hi, can I text you? No. Hi, can we be friends? No. Ganun lagi. As in, wala man lang period, no lang.
He kept texting me for a while, and I would be walking around the corridors, and he would say, "Hi, I just saw you. You're so pretty. You're so beautiful today." So parang ako, sino to? Parang saan ang tao? Saan yung ano?
Guts na.
Yeah, like who is this guy? You know. When I found out about the family, lalo ako natakot. I felt like no, I'm not gonna be one of those girls na siguro who will
Part of that.
or throw themselves. And he was very persistent in asking me out, and I busted him 3 times. I said, you know, I was very Dita in a way, and I remember he would call me, "You have a heart of stone." He said that to me kasi nga I was very, very talagang closed and very, very tough talaga. And I don't know, one time God just softened my heart, and then when he asked me one time, he said he probably thought daw I would say no.
Hanggang sa nung mag-graduate na ako, naglakas loob na talaga ako to ask her out. And then when I asked her out, bigla siya, okay, sige. So nagtaka ako. Yung pa yung parang nagtataka, alam mo yun, nagbabaka sakali lang ako. Yes? First time, yes. So, game.
And that was 3rd year college. And so there, so I said yes on our first date ever. And then, but that was not it yet. I still had to go through a lot of processing. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm always very careful with guarding my heart. And well, fast forward, we became a couple after a few months, and that was when he just graduated from college, and I just entered my 4th year of college. So
From first year to 4th year.
yeah, but we knew each other. Like, we became friends eventually, but not super closey. But we became friends. We got to know each other, and so there, yon. And so we became a couple 2001. And
Was
then
it a planned pregnancy or?
no, it was not planned. It was not planned, but he was there. He was there for me, and he showed me naman that he was gonna be with me all throughout, which he really did.
Biggest challenge ko siguro is, iniisip ko palagi paano ko bubuhayin si Joy. How am I going to be able to please this girl na mahal ko, ganun. And how am I gonna provide a future for our kid? Kasi nabuntis ko siya we weren't married yet.
Well, we thought that time that since I got pregnant already, we have a baby, the next step would be to get married. And I love him, he loves me, and we thought that was it. That's all we knew. And you know, well, I guess it was also God also wanted us to get married. God also wanted us to get married, but I think the only difference that time was we didn't know who God was, so we couldn't invite Him to our marriage.
Ang frustration ko, I always think I'll never measure up. Yun lagi yung frustration ko dati. I'm never gonna measure up kay Joy or to my family, my mom and dad. Yun yung fear ko lagi. Parang I was out there to prove everybody wrong, including my family. And I failed miserably.
I didn't know I was putting him down. I didn't know my words were hurting him already. So that's what happened. And in return, as a husband, siguro yung self-esteem niya as the leader of our home, medyo nabawasan because of siguro hurts or scars that I've said, you know. It's always, it takes two, right? It takes two to tango, and it's really, you're supposed to be working together in a marriage. We didn't do that. We didn't know how.
We had ego, our second son, but then things got worse. Kasi ganun eh, walang nagbago, siya pa rin yung bubuhay. I'm not earning enough sa band ko. And then, I ended up, yun na parang just fooling around, bisyo, drugs, ganyan.
He probably felt that pressure. He felt very low of himself, you know, which eventually made the enemy creep in our marriage, diba? When you're weak, that's when the enemy attacks. Our marriage was not strong, so the enemy really attacked us.
Akala ko if we got married, things will be better. Lumala. Tapos dumating sa point na maghiwalay na kami. Nang may time na nasa phone ako, nakikipag-away ako. Narinig niya, sabi ko, may ako. I'm fooling around, gano'n. Siwalay na kami dapat. Tapos biglang, di pa ako nag-stop doon sa lahat. Ano lang siya, parang naging ko nun, depression, tapos parang suicidal ako. As in, hawak ko yung knife, gano'n. Tapos si Joy, siya, parang tinap niya ako, dahil nakita niya hawak ko yung knife. Tapos, ano ba nangyari? After nun, pinabayaan lang niya ako. Hiwalay kami, pero ayaw niya ako mamatay. Parang gano'n yung point niya.
Yeah, that was our turning point. That was our turning point, and I thought that was it. I thought that I would end up as a broken family, just like how I had my life, right? And he probably also thought, actually he told me he also thought he would probably also end up with a broken family.
And then, kinausap ako ng dad ko that night, nung umamin ako sa kanya. Si Joy naman parang decided na siya. I'm gonna go back to Cebu, you'll never see me anymore with the kids. Tapos si daddy sinabi sa akin na tumutok ka sa Diyos at sa pamilya mo, hindi ka maliligaw ng das. Ready, everybody? So you don't sing this, only you and me. I'll go first. Tinawag ko kasi Oyo. Tapos parang noong time na yun, ganun parang tol, ito na yata yung ending ko, pare. Ganun sabi ko kay Oyo. Tapos parang mukhang wala na yata talaga si Joy, mukhang iwanan na talaga ako. Sabi niya, relax ka lang, Kuya G. May plano si God. God is good. So yung sinabi niya yung God is good, hindi ko maintindihan. Parang for me, how can you say God is good? I'm going through this. Sino ba yung God na sinasabi mo? And then nung sinabi ko, sige bro, pakilala mo ako sa God mo. Kung totoong God is good nga, so sumama ako. Meet natin si Coach Robert. Tapos yun, parang kinusap ako ni Coach. Sabi niya, anong gusto mo mangyari? Gusto kong bumalik yung asawa ko, bumalik yung pamilya ko, nanay, tatay ko, yung pagmamahal, lahat. Gusto kong bumalik lahat yun. Pero alam ko imposible. And then sabi niya, nuuna mo si God eh. Imposible. O, sa'yo imposible yan, pero kay God walang imposible. Sabi ko, paano niya nasasabi? And then in-explain niya, if you want to fix your relationship with your family, with your wife and your kids, how's your relationship with God? Sabi ko, nagdadasal ako bago matulog or pag may Sunday. Sabi niya, that's not a relationship. Ang relationship kailangan may commitment, may trust, may communication. That's the relationship that God wants with you, sabi niya. So sabi ko, gusto ko yon. And then that night, I gave my life to God.
And to be honest, it was not easy. I was very devastated. I was mad. I was, I had questions to God. Like, I was thinking, God, why did you allow this to happen to me? Yeah, it was our anniversary, November 29. We were okay on my birthday, December 16. That's how God worked in our life. I want to cry tuloy.
how did you start with rock?
God worked in my heart, in my life in just 2 weeks. But I'll be honest with you guys. That 2 weeks was not easy. There were times when Gian was sleeping and I would just punch him. Sa sobrang galit ko sa kanya. Like, I would look at him, inis na inis ako sa kanya. Gusto ko siyang suntukin. Yeah, I had those nights then, and I had those days na inis ako. I would cry in the bathroom. Pero God worked in my heart talaga, and He softened my heart and He gave me forgiveness. And I forgave Gian. And he told me, "You want to go to service?" And you know what? Without any hesitation, or I didn't even think twice, I just said, okay.
When I committed na parang, Lord, I can't do this on my own. Nung nag-surrender ako sa Kanya, doon ko lang nakita na He's not a God who hates me or who wants me to fail. Ano pala siya? That's when I realized na God wants to bless us. And parang just like a father who is training his child to walk, tapos madadapat, tinutulungan niyo tumayo, yung the way you want to see them learn how to walk the first time. Parang ganun yung nakita ko kay God towards how much He loves us.
And we started going to service together, and that's how it started. And I just felt so peaceful. I don't know why. And you know what? To be honest, from that time that I forgave him, I never brought up that incident ever again until today.
When he had Christ.
Oh my, he changed 180 degrees. As in total transformation. He used to smoke. He quit. As in January of 2009, after the prayer and fast, cold turkey, he quit. That's how committed he was in really committing his life to Christ. He quit smoking. He used to say cursing words in every sentence that he speaks. Gone. As a leader of our home, he stepped up. He stepped up as a leader of our home. And because of that, I submit. It was hard at first to submit because I was so used to parang always also being on top of things. But then when he told me this line na, "Babe, I don't trust myself, I trust God." When he told me that line, then it was easier for me to submit na. Because I knew he didn't trust himself. He trust God. God showed us how faithful He was, and we experienced God's faithfulness together. And that's how we understood this is how a marriage should be. This is how God is supposed to be in our marriage. Because you know what? He works in mysterious ways na kaming dalawa were in awe na, oh my gosh, how did God do that?
Wow, gusto ko i-celebrate yung every day it feels like I'm falling in love with her all over again, honestly. Every day when I look at her face, laging sa akin, parang first time ko siyang nakikita, ganun. Ang weird, yun yung feeling ko. Oo. Pero parang alam mo, lagi ako nanggigigil sa kanya. Siguro I'm committing to just to devote my whole self to seeing her make it in whatever just to see her na ma-reach yung kung ano yung pangarap niya sa buhay, na I'll be there for her. Yun yung commitment ko sa kanya.
But now it all makes sense. He allowed it to happen because He loves us. He allowed it to happen because He wants us to know that He is a faithful God. We would not have this life with Him that has so much peace, that has so much joy and contentment if He was not in it. We would probably be asking for more, but you know what? No, we're contented where we are.
Yeah. Tapos hawakan mo siya. Tapos gawin mo ulit. While you're stretching, para umunat sa likod.
Para mamaya hindi ka, hindi magulo. Then sa gitna.
Cover mo.
Keep your head like
Saan
that,
ka
ha?
kaigo, banda?
Dito.
Parang it's a restart of everything. And yun nga nakalagay sa renewal dito. This time starts with me, parang sabi ko. So ito yung vow na nasulat ko. As I take this vow before God and before you, I want to first say sorry for everything I've done in the past. I don't even remember making any vows when we first got married. To be completely honest, I took that day for granted. I took you for granted. I took everything you did for me and our family for granted. Everything's changed, but God's love never changed. And as I end, babe, my message to you, I just want you to know na maaring nagbago ako, nagbago lahat, pero yung love ni God hindi nagbabago para sa atin. And that I want you to know, babe, that I love you so much, and I'll always be here no matter what, with God at the center.
Gian, I'm going to ask you, do you get take this woman to wedding? To be your lawful wedded wife? Yes, yes, yes. Sure, sure. Do you promise to love him unconditionally?
Yes, I do.
Do you promise to cherish her? Yes. Do you promise to respect and honor him?
Yes, I do.
Do you promise to live a godly life and follow Jesus Christ for the rest of your life to the best of your ability? Yes.